Okay, I'm back. Before I get started, if you guys want to support the channel, buy a patch, hit my Instagram channel up, follow me for sure, and then DM me and send me information. I get one out to you. Thanks to everybody who's already bought a patch. Before I get started, I want to say everything is unloaded, safety check. I'm in a safe control environment. Man, let me just get into it real quick, man. This is the Glock that I always wanted when the day they announced that they were going to make this gun. If everybody don't know, my son's in the U.S. Army, and he was supposed to get this for me, but then he got deployed to South Korea and everything just got hectic, had a baby. So I said, screw it, I went and got it myself. And it's an outstanding firearm. But I must be honest with you, this, out of all the guns I bought recently, I haven't shot this one the least amount because I was kind of waiting to get a suppressor so I can get it all together and then just kind of like do it that way. But I've been upgrading everything. Summer 2025 has been about upgrading my Glock Gen 3s to Glock Gen 5s. So this one's already ready to go. It's got the MOS system and ambidextrous controls. So I had that under my wing, so I wasn't really worried about it. But I had to get all the rest of those guns upgraded. So that was been my objective this summer. Summer 2025 was all about upgrading to Gen 5s. Now I'm pretty much complete almost. I got one more to go. I got two more to go. I got to upgrade my Glock 34 to a Gen 5, and I got to buy that Glock 17 Gen 5 MOS. That is a badass gun. I'm excited to get that in the collection. But other than that, we almost home free on these Glock pistols. And then when all these Glock Gen 6s start rolling out, I may not have to even jump into that world, really. We'll see what they put out. Because, we'll see. Like I said, Glock has not been known to be innovative. So we'll see what they do. If they, these Glock 49s and all that kind of stuff, what's the point of that? If you own a Glock 19, you own a Glock 17, now you got a 49, or vice versa. If you have a couple Glocks already in the collection, you can interchange the slides and the grip module. So if they do something that just wows the heck out of me, I probably won't be buying those Gen 6s, because the only reason why I'm doing all these upgrades, if I was a right-hander, honestly, if I was a right-hander, I probably wouldn't even upgrade my Glock 19 or my Glock 23. I would have just bought MOS slides or something like that, or did something like that uniquely. But I needed those ambi controls, so that was my whole objective, is to get everything on that on the right side of the gun. But yeah, man, this is the one that I've always wanted from the day they said they was making it, and I'm glad I got it. And 19X, I mean, MOS system, threaded barrel. I mean, you just really can't go wrong. Let me turn this optic on. Yeah, you really can't go wrong with this one right here. Got the Zulisi optic, shot the Zulisi. Send me out this optic. And it's just nice to have companies like that got your back. This thing's a little off right here. I dismounted it the other day. But this is a sweet firearm right here. This thing shoots so good, so good. I mean, anybody's ever shot a 19X, they'll tell you it's a very flat shooting firearm. Just everything's upgraded on it. Everything's, the trigger's better. You know what I'm saying? The trigger's better, the barrel's better. Everything's just better on this model right here. And I like how all the controls are on this side. Got the TLR, and I got a holster for this too already. Again, that's my whole theory is, buy once, cry once. Like I said, I got this. This is the unicorn holster I got right here. This is the unicorn holster. This Modern Samurai Project holster by Tier 1 Conceal. Carries any Glock I have. All I got to do is put a TLR 1 on there, and it'll fit inside this holster right here. So that's what's sweet. So I carry this if I wanted to. All my guns can be concealed carry. And that was the whole point, because if some shit happened, I can just grab a gun and grab one of my holsters and I know it's gonna fit. That's the theory behind it, because they all are light bearing for the most part. And all I gotta do is make sure the right light is on the holster. So this is definitely a ultimate shit hit the fan firearm that would kick in tremendously under a stressful situation. 17 lower, 19 slide on top. I mean, you really can't, you get the best of both worlds with that. Okay. And mag support is all good too because it's a Glock 19. So I got all kinds of mags, just, you know, full size. You got to carry the full size ones with this one. But it comes with two 19 round mags and one flush fitting 17 round mag. But I had bought another 19 rounder right here. So I got three 19 round mags and a 17. And, you know, I got the Kobe stick. I can always slap that in there too. And then I got the 33, the Larry Bird. So mag support is not a problem at all. That's a lot of firepower right there. And once I get that suppressor, that's going to be a later on go. I mean, that's probably going to be more around Christmas time or something like that, or New Year's. I'm not in a position right now to get that right now. I mean, I could, but I got other projects. I'm trying to get these other two pistols out the way, and then the suppressor will be the last big woo-wop. And then once I get that, I'll be pretty much done. But yeah, man, that Glock 19X, let me know what you guys think about the 19X. Is it something that you can see yourself buying? Or was it something you said, I don't need that, you know, whatever. But for me, yeah, once I saw this thing, and what's crazy, I'm glad my son didn't buy it originally, because when it first rolled out, it wasn't MOS. So I'd have been stuck with the non-MOS version, and that'd have been a bummer, because then you'd have to go get your slide cut or milled or something like that. So I'm glad that it kind of delayed, so God had a plan, and it worked out. And then this was so when this came out, I was like, oh, wait a minute, you got the MOS version now. So I'm kind of glad I didn't get it originally when it first rolled out. And that goes to being patient when guns come out. Just don't run out and buy them, man. Let it like hit the market, get some reviews under it, hear some stories, some testimonies about it, let it work the quirks out, all that kind of stuff. And then you might actually be saving yourself a headache, you know what I'm saying? So, or you might be saving yourself some money because maybe they're gonna have another version that's gonna come out behind it. You see what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. Like that, I think this is the one right here, though. This is the one that they put their foot in it for that military contract. They would have won it. Only reason why SIG won it is because they gave them two guns for the price of one. They gave them two for the price of the 19X, and you know the federal government's cheap. So, but now they got that SIG P320 shooting people and stuff. So I don't even know how they still stay in business, to be honest with you, because any other company that had that many accidental discharges shooting people, they'd have pulled that shit off the market. But you know, SIG's a big bully on the block. They like Nike, they can get away. Disney, they're like one of those major corporations. Apple, they can get away with some stuff. But we know Glock don't shoot people unless you pull the trigger, and that's why all these guns are chasing Glock, trying to be like Glock, want to be like Glock, but they're never gonna have that. They're never gonna have the reliability history of Glock. So no matter what they do, how many different variants or modular stuff they put out, or bells and whistles, it ain't gonna matter, because when people buy guns that know about guns, what the first thing they're looking for is reliability and durability. Those are the two top things that people are looking for. So accessorizing and all that stuff for a real shooter, that's irrelevant. Reliability and durability. And then when you talk about aftermarket support, forget about it. You know, they're never gonna catch Glock. So that's my take on it, and that's why I love this gun, and this is why I had to have it, and I'm glad I have it, and I can't wait to start dumping thousands of rounds through it. But for right now, I'm just gonna be shooting my other guns until I get this where I got a couple projects lined up for this, and then we'll get into this gun. I can see this gun easily being one of my main go-to guns if something never goes bad or hit the road or something like that. I can see that gun easily being in my waistband. It's an outstanding firearm, man. Let me know what you guys think about the Glock 19X, or let me know what you think about one of your favorite guns that you finally got your hands on, and you know, and you're glad you got it, and no regrets. Didn't look back at it and go like, man, this was a dud. This didn't meet up to my hype. You know what I'm saying? Well, this one checked all the hype. You know, so no complaints here, man. I appreciate everybody stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe. Everybody stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.